What's going on, everyone? I'm back here with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the AirStash wireless flash drive. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, basically, you need to make sure you have your AirStash device within range, so you can start using it, of course. So, but anyway, the first thing you need to do to get started is to turn on your AirStash device by holding it down for a few seconds until the green light flashes, and then it'll blink every 1 second or so, and that lets you know it is on and ready to go. And you do need to make sure that you have an SD card or a micro SD card with an adapter inserted into this device for it to work, because there is no actual built-in memory for this device, so you cannot use it in that way. So you have to put a memory card of some kind in there. But yeah, this video is going to be going over the process of how to transfer data to and from the AirStash device using a smartphone. Now, the secondary option or secondary way of transferring data using this device is via USB to a Windows computer or a Mac, but that is a totally separate process, and I might make a different video highlighting that. But yeah, this video is going to be strictly focused on the wireless transferring capabilities. So yeah, once you have your AirStash turned on, also, I'm going to be using an iPhone 6 Plus for this demonstration, but you can use an Android device as well. It does support iOS and Android. So it is universal, so you can use both of those operating systems. But for this demonstration, I'm going to be using an iPhone running iOS 8. So anyway, on the iPhone, you need to go into Settings and go to your Wi-Fi settings. And the AirStash will broadcast its own Wi-Fi network, so you should find it listed in one of the connection options. So once you find it, go ahead and tap on it. And if you have a password set, you'll need to enter the password. But if you do not have a password, it should connect immediately. So there we go. Once it is connected and has the check mark and everything like that, you can go ahead and jump out and go over to the AirStash application. Now, this is a free application that you can download from both the App Store and the Google Play Store. So it's free. It doesn't cost anything, so you can just immediately get it and start using it. And there are two versions. There is one called AirStash Classic, and then one called AirStash Plus. AirStash Classic, which I do not have on this device, is meant to be used for legacy devices such as the iPhone 4, 4S, 5, and I believe the 5S actually, for iOS 7 and below. Now, the AirStash Plus application supports only iOS 8.0 and above. So if you have an iOS 8 device, I would recommend getting the AirStash Plus, but if you have a legacy device running iOS 7 or below, you should get the AirStash Classic. So anyway, once you've downloaded that, go ahead and jump into the application itself, and then you'll see your AirStash device listed in this section here. And it can recognize multiple devices at once, so you can have a huge list of AirStash devices if you happen to have multiple flash drives on at the same time. So that will be listed here, and then you have your inbox, which is where all of your imported files will be. If you say, for example, import a document from Pages, that is where it will end up, and then you have to go from the inbox to the device itself. So kind of a two-step process, but not that big of a deal. So anyway, once you hear the AirStash device has been recognized, go ahead and tap on the name, and from there it'll bring you into the directory of the flash drive, or the memory card rather. And from here you can see all of the folders and or files you have stored on that particular memory card. So currently I have several folders created. I have documents, music, pictures, stuff, PS4, and videos. So I've categorized things quite a lot to keep things just organized. And then copied from inbox is the folder that is automatically created if you copy a file from the inbox that I showed earlier. So anyway, you could easily just view your current file. So if I go into pictures here, you can see all the pictures that are currently stored on this flash drive, or excuse me, memory card. So if I want to view this one, I just tap on it and immediately it'll download it and render it, and then there you go. You can view that particular image. And same thing goes for videos. So if I go to videos, I'm not sure if I actually have any videos. Actually, yes I do. So I've got a couple videos on there. I've got this one. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But yeah, same thing goes for videos. You tap on it and it'll download and render the video and start playing it. And you can also play, it plays a fairly large range of video formats. Now, one format that is not included, and this is not an AirStash compatibility issue, this is an iPhone issue, because the iPhone does not natively play AVI videos. So if you have an AVI video, you'll have to download a separate application to be able to view that video clip, unfortunately. But anyway, so now let's go ahead and transfer some files to the AirStash device directly. So the way to do that is, if you're going to transfer a picture or video file, you'd hit this little camera icon here, and it gives you two options. You can either copy from the AirStash or to the AirStash. So currently, right now, I'm going to do to the AirStash. So we're going to click on that, and then it'll bring up your camera roll. And then from here, you can choose the pictures or videos that you want to transfer. So you get this button down here that allows you to switch between categorizing by via pictures, or tapping on that to categorize via video. So I'm just going to transfer a couple pictures. So let's go ahead and transfer these two. And when you're ready, hit the little share icon in the top right hand corner. Click on that. And then it will give you a green start button. And when you're ready, go ahead and tap on that, and it'll start the copying process. And you can see the connection and transferring process is incredibly fast. So it transferred two photo files within like a half a second or so. So it was insanely fast. So now, as you can see, those two pictures have been shown up right in the main directory. And now if you would like to move a particular file, just go ahead and slide to the left, tap on more, hit move, select the place that you would like it to go. So I'm going to put it in my pictures, hit move here, and now that file and or picture has been moved to that particular folder that you have selected. Now if you want to delete a file, that process is really simple. Let me move that just out of the way slightly. Okay, so just slide to the left and tap on the red delete button. It'll actually ask you to confirm. You hit OK, and then there you go. That file is now deleted. So to sort files, you hit this arrow right here, and this will allow you to sort via name, size, date, or extension. And then you can do a view type via either list or grid, depending on your preferences. And then if you scroll down, you can do ascending or descending. You can do folders first, on or off, if you do so choose to do that. And then you can also choose to hide the extensions. So if you want to just show the name of the file, you can turn that on, and it will not show the extension in the at the end of the file name. So that's kind of nice. Now, if you want to, if you want to add a folder, all you have to do is hit this plus button here, and it'll allow you to add a folder and or directory, as it's called. And so let's go ahead and do that. I'll just name it test. Test. So once you do that, hit OK. And then it'll immediately create that folder on the device. So it does take a little bit for it to show up, because it is copying. As you can see, now it has refreshed, and that folder is now there. And same thing goes for folders. Just like files, you swipe to the left, and you can get some more options, or delete it altogether. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that folder. So now let's go ahead and go into here and select a picture. Let's go ahead and choose this one that I just transferred. let's go ahead and slide to the left, and if you tap on more, you do get a few options of send to app, copy link, regenerate thumbnail. That option would be used if the thumbnail was generated incorrectly, or if there's an error or something like that. Rename, move, delete, and then it gives you some cool data down here or information, so you can get the size of the file, when the file was modified, and then when the file was created. So you get some quick info there, which is really nice. So that's really nice about those features. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the settings for the AirStash device. So if you want to do that, you hit this little gear icon right here, and it will allow you to adjust settings for the device. So first one being is it allows you to view the battery that the device has. So as you can tell, there's no actual way to know how much battery is left. So the way you have to do this is to go into the settings menu and view it here. So now as you can see, it has just now dropped down to 2 bars where it was just at 3 bars before. So really nice and quick, easy way to do that. So now to go over the general settings, if we go into general, you can rename your AirStash to whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It'll work with whatever name you choose. And then you can decide whether or not you want to turn security on or off. Currently I have it on because I would like a password. And I would definitely recommend putting a password, because if you have the security turned off, pretty much anyone in the public, if you're using this device in public and you have security turned off, pretty much anyone could connect to your device using an AirStash application and access your files. So I would highly, highly recommend turning on security and adding a passcode, because that is just much more safe and much more secure. And I do recommend the password being fairly strong so it can't get hacked or anything like that. So don't use some normal password such as 1234 or something like that. So make sure to use something fairly complex. And then we have power save timer. So if you want to have the AirStash turn off by itself after a period of time to conserve battery power, you can easily do that. So you have 15, 30, and an hour. Currently I have it set to an hour because I don't want to turn off any earlier than that. So if we now, let's go back, go to connectivity. Now, this is a cool little feature that you can choose to do. You can allow it to connect to your home network, so you can access it on every other device in your home network, such as, say, your computer. You could easily connect it to your network, and your computer will basically see this as a Wi-Fi based hard drive. And then you can easily transfer files to and from the device just like normal, just like we did here. But I would actually recommend using the local Wi-Fi connection that the device broadcasts, because that's actually faster and more secure than using in compliance with a home network router. So, but that's optional. You don't have to do it. But anyway. So, and then another cool option is you can have the option to keep your cellular connection on while using the device, because the device uses Wi-Fi. So if you connect to it, you will be disconnected from your cellular data network. So if you turn this on, it'll allow you to still connect to your mobile network. So if we turn this on, the little status bar up top should change from a Wi-Fi signal icon to the LTE. So as you can see now, I'm now running LTE, but at the same time, I'm still connected to the AirStash and am able to transfer data to it. So that is something that I recommend turning on. But if you have an iPod or something like that, I would say turn it off to save battery power, because it does use battery power if you have that option turned on. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it turned on. And then we can go into advanced here, which will allow you to adjust some other connectivity settings, such as create AirStash network, which is grayed out for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. And then we have the Wi-Fi channel. So you can, I wouldn't really recommend changing this unless you really have to. I would just say keep it on default, because it works probably the best on that option. And then you have about, which I don't need to go into because that's just kind of some help information. And then we have some more advanced options here. So you can turn on or off video compression if you have playback issues. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, turn that on if you have playback issues. And it'll also conserve storage space. So if you turn on video compression, it'll make the file size smaller than it would be. But it does degrade the quality slightly. So if you want to get full quality videos, I would recommend keeping that turned off. And then now we have forget passwords. If you want to have the device forget all of the passwords you have entered, and then you can view the amount of cache the device is using. So let's go ahead and go back here. And then you can select help, Twitter, Facebook, and then all of the copyright information and so on and so forth. So that is it of the settings. So that is basically the overall usage of the AirStash. It's really, really simple to use. It is not hard at all. Like I said, this can be used with a wide range of devices, ranging from iOS and Android to, I believe, the Kindle. I believe you can use this with the Kindle Fire. You can use it with Windows PCs and Mac via the USB port, or you could use it via a media server, so you can connect via a web page and connect to the device that way, if you so choose. Yeah, but that's basically it of this how-to video of the AirStash A02. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down there. Helps out my channel quite a lot. It is always appreciated. Also, hit that thumbs up button. It's greatly appreciated as well. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying my videos. And if you guys have any questions with this or need help or anything like that, leave those in the section below and I will get back to them as soon as I can. So, once again, hope you guys have enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.